Hare Krishna, this Ramananda Gopal Das speaking today out of the nature, as you can see, out of the forest in the beautiful springtime of mid-Europe, what is actually a very joyful time because nature comes back to its life, as you can see, trees coming back and everything starts to become green again. It's such a wonderful time, but of course now this time is spoiled by what they call the virus. And nobody really knows what is the virus. We are presented by different experts, they explaining to us how dangerous it is. On the other side you have experts who explain to us how it's not dangerous. So everybody is completely confused. Everybody is complete in a mental mess. Basically, nobody knows what's going on, nobody knows how long it will be like that, and nobody knows about the future. You know, is it just 2 weeks? Is it a month? Is it the rest of the year? Is it the rest of eternity? Do they plan to make some kind of adjustments to the society that we are more trapped in their plans, in their 5G brainwash and I say observative conspiracy theory? We don't know. Probably we will never know for sure. It will be probably like this, yeah, forever. And you can even see it divides people. Some will take it very seriously, and the other things it's not so seriously. Actually, we don't know. And maybe this is plan of it. Maybe the plan is that we are so confused, we're such in a mess that we don't know what's going on. But just remember, this is all part of the material reality where we are in. We identify with this matter, we identify ourselves with our senses, and we want to connect with the sense objects. Like I getting upset because this wonderful springtime is spoiled by this propaganda or by this virus. This virus what spreads in the bodies, or maybe this virus what spreads in the society spreads in our heads. So I'm spoiled of this because I would like to enjoy this springtime. But actually, from a spiritual perspective, good times, bad times, doesn't matter. It's actually all the same. And if you really have higher knowledge or want to apply higher knowledge, then you see it's all temporary. All pleasure will come to an end and all suffering will come to an end. The main thing is to understand, okay, we don't belong to this matter, we don't belong to this senses, we don't belong to this sense objects. I'm not depending on the sense objects. I'm not depending on the springtime. I'm not depending on the virus. I'm even not depending on this body. I'm not depending on this material world. I'm just here to serve. I'm just here to serve the Lord, my master, the master of everyone. And in this way, I'm serving you. I try my best. Sure, I'm not perfect in that, but let's try it. And so we have to use our spiritual capacity, in our material capacity, and even our mental capacity. We complete shut down. We confused. We confused to go anywhere. We confused to go near people. We confused to embrace our friends because they may have the virus. And you know, even before we get the virus, we have it already in our head. It's such a paranoid situation where the whole world basically is in. I mean, I speak with friends from all over the world. It's everywhere the same. So maybe it's planned, maybe it's not planned, maybe something went out of control, maybe everything is completely under control. We don't know. But one thing we all have in common, we have our spiritual connections. And I'm not speaking just from my tradition. I'm coming from the Hare Krishna tradition. I'm speaking from all traditions. And the ones who know me, I do lots of interreligious dialogues. And this is it's a very nice tool to connect with people. Now this is even also spoiled, you know, because uh, I think everybody is losing faith in everything. In media, everybody lost faith in politics. I mean, politics is completely behind. Nobody believes what they say anymore. And gradually, I think some of us, they even lose faith in the spirituality, in the religion, maybe even in God. Because such a calamity, how God can let this happen. And it seems like the ones who believe that they're behind all of this, there's some demonic force. They're losing even faith in the Lord because they see the demonic nature is more victorious. But if you read books like Srimad Bhagavatam, you see there's always kind of a battle between the demons and the demigods. And sometimes this side is more victorious, on the other side this side is more victorious. So we don't know what's going on. And at one point, always the Lord comes in and settles the matter. And this is where we have to wait for. The Lord will finally arrange something. He will clear out the situation, and everything will be perfect again. And don't say that now everything is completely perfect and there will be no harmful situations for us, for the people we love, for people we depending on. But it's always like that. We never can control matter completely. So there's always danger. But till now, especially in our Western society, we lived in this kind of illusion that we completely saved in our bubble. And now this bubble is to be bursting. Maybe somebody is bursting at, or it's happened by itself. So we don't know. So one thing what I thought what we should really do is, especially the ones from us who really have a spiritual background, doesn't matter from which tradition you come, just take your time. Just do your spiritual sadhana, do your spiritual practice. Pray. Look for connection with the Lord. Try to really speak with the Lord. Try to express what's going on for you. And if you reveal your fears, your insecurities to the Lord, immediately He will help. Immediately He will send something what makes you feel secure again. And this may come through people. This may come according to some realizations what you have in your heart or in your life. Something will come up, or you will just see more the brighter things what's still around us, because actually nothing really changed. It's just that we all afraid. We have this tremendous fear. But a person who's completely God conscious, who's depending on the Lord only, then he has no fear. He's completely fearless. Obey. And this is where we have to come together. All of us, please join and pray. In many friends of mine in our community, we do at 6 o'clock in the evening, we do some special prayers. Yet this is what we do. And if some of you would like to join in your own tradition, let's say 6 o'clock in this Middle European time, but any time is good. Just sincerely pray. Just ask the Lord for help. Just ask Him to kindly send His message, kindly send His guidance, kindly send His solution for this problem. And we will feel that things are changing. Things are changing. And if there's some demonic nature behind it, then this will slowly, gradually, this curtain will be moved as well. And the godly nature will again be victorious. But in the end, it's our decision. Because some of us out there, I know we have some specific taste, because life and security as we had it till now is sometimes a little bit boring, and we're waiting for war, for something to happen, something what is exciting. Now something is going on, now actually it's not so boring out there anymore. Everybody is afraid. And so some will also relish this kind of mentality. Whatever it is, um, personally, I think it's always good to look for the spiritual advantage in this, and to not lose faith and to lose fear, and replace all our doubts with spiritual hope, with spiritual understanding. Read our scriptures. So many books out there distributed, and read them. So many spiritual books out there. Get yourself more into spirit. This is the solution. Matter will not help. They tried it. All the politicians, everybody, they tried it. They don't find a solution. And even if they have a solution, this is probably how it looks now. Whatever. So come together, pray, have your spiritual foundation in your spiritual praxis, and share with each other. Come together, associate. If you're not in big groups, come together in small groups. And now, even the advantage of this social media is there at hand. Because just imagine if they, out of some reason, or whatever reason would be there, maybe a virus creeps into the internet. So internet is shut off. Then everybody is just alone with mass media, means with a television, what is always kind of, everybody knows what television makes with you nowadays. So then you're completely under this creepy virus thing. So now we have this social media, we have internet, we can communicate with each other all around the world, all around the globe, basically. This is what we're doing. We are listening to broadcasts from all around the world, sharing ideas, sharing our viewpoints, and this is what I'm doing right now. So it's just to spread hope, to spread spirituality, to spread the understanding and the conviction that God is still there waiting for us. He didn't make this, he didn't bring us in this situation. It's all about us. And even if this virus thing is true as it is, we are kind of bringing this viruses in. He just let it happen because it's our desire. There's some people out there who desire this. This is what's happening. And some people out there, they have a great gain out of it. So just spread it, spread the messages, reminding each other of there's a higher nature, there's a Lord in control, and this Lord, he loves everyone, and every one of us has a very deep connection with this Lord, because this is the source where we're coming from. This is the source of our soul. This is the source of what we are. That's us. That's our real family. We united in that one family, and we are individual, always there. We always brothers and sisters. In the material sense speaking, but the soul is always connected with each other. And we're always individual, and we never will lose this individuality. But this individuality is connected in a serving, in a loving mood to the Lord. And if we understand this, then it's saved. Nothing can harm us. And as they say in India, when the Lord want to kill you, nobody can protect you. But if your time is up, nobody can save you. So, but even this with the virus, it didn't change. Before the virus, we also didn't know if this the last moment, a tree can fall behind me, fall on my head. That's it, without a virus anyway. So what's the big deal? The big deal is I have to be Krishna consciousness. I have to be God conscious, and this what I want to wish all of you. So please stay tuned in. If you like it, share it, this video or any other video. And if you look for somebody with books on the street, with spiritual books, or you can get them somewhere, get one and read it. Take it seriously. So thank you very much. I continue my chanting now, and at 6 o'clock we will all pray together. Jai Ho, Hare Krishna.